There's so much information coming through. I was going to wait until later to record, and something is telling me to try to capture some of it. Okay, so I feel there's an acceleration, and I'm getting like, I'm picking. Okay, so all of the archangels on the horizontal plane are here with me right now. So, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel, and Archangel Uriel. Okay. And they're grounding the energy. They're grounding the energy and they're holding space. And because there isn't, things are speeding up, things are speeding up. They're saying things have been speeding up for a while, but I feel like we are actually feeling it. People are feeling it or understanding it. And there needs to be a surrender into it. But there's also, okay, so they're telling me to explain that a little bit more. Okay. So I'm thinking about the year of the fire horse, and I'm thinking about the fact that it's fire. And I'm also thinking about the fact that all of our outer planets are in fire and air elements. There's a yellow butterfly. Okay. I've been seeing a lot of butterflies. Um, but okay, they're telling me to take this off. Okay. So I feel like, so those are the things that I'm thinking about, right? Like, oh, okay, well, there's, everything is speeding up, and it's speeding up because the elements, or because of the planets, and because of the time that we are currently in. And as things speed up in the elements, we are reflective of that because we are a part of that. And so things are also speeding up in our life. And actually, I think that some people feel like things are slow, which is in contradiction to what I'm saying. I feel like people are feeling like things are not showing up in the way in which they want them to show up. But what I'm feeling also is that you are carrying doubt in your subconscious and maybe in your conscious mind as well. Because what you're asking for and what you're trying to manifest is from like the 3D reality, or the wants or the needs of what you think you want and need, but not necessarily what is for the highest good, and or even what is your gift, or what is your contribution to the self. They're saying first, self first, so that your vibration is high enough and then grounded into the earth energy. And then that, um, I'm hearing resonates. I don't know if that's the proper word, but I'm going to say it because if not, I'm going to make my energy stagnant outward, so that it affects everything around you. And so there's something like that, right? Like the energy is speeding up. Okay, so they said you explained that. Okay. But I do feel like, there are a lot of people that have been chosen for this mission. I was just listening to a podcast with Diana Cooper, and she was talking about Christ consciousness and the seven rays of Jesus. She was also talking about um, monads. She was talking about all of these concepts that I'm not familiar with holistically. But as she was talking, I knew that I was a part of this collective that is supposed to help. I'm supposed to help. And I've always known this since I was, they said toddler. I've always known this, right? Um, so, okay. So then there's this energy where it's like, but still in my 3D reality, I'm like, I want this and I want that and I want this and I want that. And they're saying that I am reaching a frequency where it doesn't matter what I want, because I can have those things and still I'm going to have work to do. Right? They're like, even if you're driving the car you want, you're still going to have work to do. Like your work is never going to end, because the job of raising the frequency of others, the job of 437 can be important, but the job of raising the frequency of others is going to be a lifelong mission, because the 3D reality, because the 3D reality, it comes and it goes. They're saying it comes and it goes. So so something happened when I'm picking up groceries. Okay. And I was leaving from picking up clothes for my children. And this lady honked at me. She was behind me and she honked at me. And I intentionally went really slow, turning. And then she like rammed up behind me in this truck and then and went in front of me. And then I got behind her like, bitch, the fuck, you know? And as soon as she got like right in front of me, another car cut over and she almost hit him. And it made me go, okay, God. And I could sense spirit going, I got it. You know, like everybody is gonna learn their lessons accordingly, but you don't have to come. They've been kicking my ass on my ego today. Yo, they've been on me a little bit. Like, get your shit together. Oh, okay. So now they're talking to me about that. Like they're saying because there is accountability in the position that we hold. There's accountability in the positions that we hold. So yes, you may get the stuff, you may get the money, you may get the this, but you have to still maintain that vibrational frequency, and that there's going to be these experiences that come in to lower it. And I feel like that's why the archangels are around, because they're saying they're holding space for me, but they're holding space for you in order to keep me as my frequency is changing right now. And they're bringing my attention to like the butterfly and the transformation. They're saying that like you're coming out of the cocoon, I don't know if that's the right word, and you're starting to fly. And so they're wanting you to also be very, I chose to be visible in my development, right? I chose that. Everybody isn't choosing to be visible in it. Um, but they're telling me that because of that, I'm also going to have to be visible and accountable when I fuck up, or because it's going to help you learn as you're going through your ascension. There's no right way, right? They're saying, but there is a level of frequency that is required and that will continue to be required with love. They're saying, okay. Oh, that was a lot. You could be hot right now. Um, they said you could also want to start a podcast. Yeah. Okay. So Pisces, there's this eclipse, and we know there's this eclipse that's happening, but they're saying to like really try to surrender, really try to have faith. Know that, the experiences that we have here, even though it seems like, oh, I've been in this situation for a long time, it's really like a speck in comparison to like your contribution and what you're giving in like the bigger picture, I'm hearing what a time to be alive, but they kept saying it in the podcast. So I think it's just in my head, like, what a time to be alive. You chose to be here, whether you believe that or not. Your energy chose to be here, and there is a purpose for you being here, which is important. But I'm going to disconnect. I've been channeling all day, but I feel like, but it's somewhere in the in between, right? It's like when I'm not thinking about it. It's when I'm, cooking breakfast. I haven't really like I'm posting, but then I don't really scroll a lot. Um, I got all kinds of stuff going on, and I'm also a little tired. Um, and they're saying, okay, last thing. So they're saying like we're gonna learn to rest, because in the world that we're moving into, leisure time is gonna be a thing, but we're gonna learn to enjoy it in a different way, because the frequency is not gonna be so stagnant and abusive as it is right now in the 3D reality that we live in. It's gonna be much more free and beautiful. Now there's 3 butterflies, so the number 3 could be important. Okay, I'm gonna disconnect. I love you.